Okay, hi, welcome to video 3. So we're going to focus on some sideline moves now. So this is really good to challenge your balance but also your core stability. So we're going to start with side kicks. So both legs are together, and thinking about the pelvis, we're looking for the hips to be stacked on top of each other so we're not twisted backwards. Here is resting gently against the arm and just feel the shoulder, sort of the armpit is quite open, and again we're looking for the ribs to come down towards the hip bones. You can place your fingertips on the floor for support, or more challenging is arm by your side. So we're going to point the toes away and just start to feel as though you're pulling a sip up through to the abdominals and start to lift the top leg away from the bottom leg. So it's not about the height of the leg. It's really important to keep in mind that the pelvis is connecting the lower body to the upper body. So if the pelvis is not in line, then the rest of the body is going to be imbalanced. So we're just gently lifting the leg, point the toe. So you should feel naturally that the rib cage is lifted off the floor if the pelvis is stacked. Breathing out and breathing in. So feel as though the crown of the head is pulling one way. And if you think of an air pump in the base of the spine, and the air is being pumped into the discs and creating more space between each vertebrae. So we're going to hold this top leg up, place the fingertips just gently in front of you, just for support. We're going to keep the toe pointed as the leg comes forwards, and then flex the foot, so pull the big toe towards your nose as it comes back. Point the toes, the leg comes forwards, pull the big toe towards you as your leg goes back. So again, we're still focusing on maintaining this alignment through the pelvis. So you'll feel, if you lean backwards, that your balance will alter as well. So you're just taking the leg back as far as you can keep the spine in neutral, and you're not bringing the shoulders forwards. And then we're going to hold this leg in the centre. Keep both legs together for a moment. So you notice my bottom leg is lifted, but you can lower it to the floor if you wish to. So keep the top leg lifted, and we're just going to draw a small circle up and round, up and round. Breathing in, breathing out. So you're circling from the hip, so you're not swinging the pelvis round, and then I'm going to change direction. Good, last one. Okay, so here we're going to hold both legs together, but I'm going to take this top leg back just to the point again where my pelvis is level, and I want you to think of the curve, a natural curve in your lower back, the point between the shoulder blades and the tip of this top hand. So we're going to bring this top hand over, the top leg is slightly back and the other hand is reaching forwards, but I want you to keep the shoulders connected to the lower spine, to the fingertips, and then right down to that toe. So you're breathing in, exhale, stretch those points but keep them connected, so you should feel the rib cage is gently pulling down towards the hip bone, holding it there. Feel the stretch, and then bring the arm back down, bring the legs together. So coming up onto the elbow now, into side bend. So knees are bent, elbows directly underneath the shoulder joint, so you have this big space between the ribs and the floor. Breathing out as the arm reaches up. Keep the head in line with the spine, so as though you're drawing a line from the abdomen all the way through to the nose. Lifting the ribs away from the floor. So I want you to feel this shoulders really connected into the mat, so you can slide your bum against a mirror, bending over. So this elbow is your anchor, breathing in. So feel the back of the ribs going underneath you, and that front rib is just gently pulling down towards the hip bones. And we'll do 2 more. Hold this one over. So I want you to really think of the length through the crown of the head, length the lower spine, keeping the ribs connected, breathing into the back of the ribs. As you exhale, extend over further if you can, and slowly lowering back down. Okay, we're going to stay up on the elbow, we're going to extend both legs, so this is very good for the waist muscles. Again, think of the length through the spine. We're going to gently lift both legs together and lower down. You can place the arm by the side. Breathing in, rib cage down, exhale, lift both legs together. 2 more. And last one. Hold this one up, just little pulses now. Squeeze both legs together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Just have a quick release of the shoulders. And then we're going to go on to the other side. So again, onto side kick. Resting the ear against the upper arm. Both legs are straight and together. Either lower leg on the floor or lifted. Again, pull through the hips so we're balancing directly on that mid bone. So again, exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. So you may find that one side is slightly harder than the other. So feel that the ribs are not pushed down into the floor. Breathing out and breathing in. So I'm going to keep this last one up. So you can either lower the bottom leg or keep it lifted. Fingertips in front just to give you a bit of support. So pointing the toes, it comes forwards and then flexing the foot as it goes back. So again, try not to feel the ribs pushing forwards. To really concentrate on that balance. So you can see how far I need to take my leg. I've just lost my balance there. So just make it a little bit smaller if you need to. Okay, so the last one. Okay, so both legs together. Again, those points we're focusing on is the lowest, that natural curve in the lower spine, between the shoulder blades, top of the fingers. We're just going to reach this arm up and over, and then take that leg back. But feel those points connected but extending away from each other. Soften the rib cage, keep it connected to the hip bones. And slowly release, bring the legs back, bring the arm down and lower down onto the knees. Okay, so into side bend. Bring the elbow back, underneath the shoulder, position yourself so you've got the alignment, arm by your side. So reaching the arm up, lifting the rib cage, reaching over, breathing in and exhale. So try not to sink into that shoulder joint, so you're keeping it anchored into the floor. More advanced is to start to lift the hip bones to the ceiling, maintaining that position of the spine. Just let the hip kiss the mat, exhale, reaching up and over. Good. Shoulders down. So the legs stay together. Think of the hips going directly to the ceiling. Last one, so we're going to hold it up. Reach the arm over, breathing in. And breathing out. 2 more. And slowly lower down. Okay, so staying on the elbow. We're going to extend the legs. Legs together. Lifting the ribs. Arm by your side. So try to lift both legs and low down. Breathing out and in. Squeeze the inner thighs. Good. So as you're lifting, try not to sink down, so you're keeping that lift of the rib cage. Hold it up, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Just come onto your backs. Just take the knees to one side, turning the head to the other, just to release the spine. Your legs back to the centre and to the other side. And just come back to the centre Arms by your side, just feel that smile from one collarbone to the other, and just feel the lower spine releasing into the floor and the rib cage softening. Okay, so that's video 3, and I look forward to the next video 4.